Hello friends and welcome to the final installment of Let's Play Rockin' Cats! As you see here, if you wait long enough after the credits, Muggsy shows up and challenges you to a rematch, which means you get to play the extra stage. And this extra stage is much more difficult than anything in the main game. I've talked before about the versatility of your moveset in this game and how you can chain swing jumps and wall bounces together multiple times to sort of fly all over the place. And in the main game you could do these sorts of fancy tricks to just show off or get through the areas faster, but in the extra stage you'll be needing these types of maneuvers just to progress at all. We've needed all of these techniques at various points in the game before, but here you've got to execute them much more consistently and over much longer sequences of obstacles. We've pogo bounced across spikes before, for example, but we've never done it across a stretch this long with this many enemies coming at us. We've had to wall bounce into swing jumps before, but we've never needed to swing jump into a wall bounce into another swing jump into another wall bounce into yet another swing jump. And personally, I absolutely love this. This game becomes twice as fun once you've mastered the controls, and when you finally get a chance to actually test that mastery against a legitimately challenging set of obstacles, the fun just doubles again. This part here is a bit less fun, though. It's the same wheel-to-wheel swinging thing that was the hardest part of the main game, except you have to do it 6 times in a row now, instead of just 3. And there is no easy bypass this time. You actually lose all of your items at the beginning of this stage, so you have nothing to fall back on other than your finely honed Rockin' Cats skills. The only other thing you have going for you here is that this stage is much shorter than the others. But then again, there are no checkpoints, so if you game over, it's back to the start of the stage. Oh, and you also lose all of your extra lives coming in here, so no matter how many lives you stockpiled over the course of the main game, you only get 3 tries here before it's game over. Fortunately, that last swinging gauntlet was the worst of it. All that's left now is this wall bouncing section, which is actually the easiest area of this entire stage, by far. A bit anticlimactic, I think, almost as much as the boss of this stage, which is Muggsy again. He is exactly the same as before. You don't have your items this time, which can make it a bit tougher, I guess, but honestly, I'm a bit disappointed. I think this would be a more worthy final challenge if they spaced the platforms out more so that you need to pogo or swing to jump between them. Oh, and here's that bomb I mentioned last time. These can appear in the first fight, but they didn't for some reason on this playthrough. Also, the platform that Muggsy's riding on is actually a recolored version of the same one that Jill rides down at the end of each stage. And I actually died here, so you get the excitement of seeing me down to my last life at the end of the extra stage. So, that's something. I'm actually curious if Muggsy's boss sprite was changed at all from the Japanese version. I didn't play far enough into it to find out. I am out of things to say about this fight at this point, so overall then, I seriously just can't get enough of this extra stage. I wish they had done a whole second quest with this level of difficulty. And, finally, thank God. Moon Punch! And this is, at last, the real ending of Rockin' Cats, which is exactly the same as the first, and it's also the end of this Let's Play series. I hope you've enjoyed it, or learned something from it, or something, I guess. I think I said all this the first time with the fake ending in that last video, but whatever. That's Rockin' Cats, a great old game, in my opinion. Hopefully by now I've given you guys some idea of why I like it so much. Feel free to leave a comment if you want, just to let me know what you thought of it. But regardless, I thank you all for watching. Once again, this has been Let's Play Rockin' Cats, and I have been Jasu Bakuhatsu. Have a good day, and I'll see you again next game.